Unbearable and unprecedented. The heat around the country has been grueling this summer, to say the least. In Phoenix, an Office of Heat Response and Mitigation was created to come up with solutions for current and future heat waves. Stephen Cavazos flew to the hottest city in the country to learn more about this unique office. Plus, he shows us the response that's happening right here at home.
Extreme and dangerous, two words that we've all heard to describe recent summer temperatures. While South Central Texas is no stranger to triple digits, the Alamo City is setting a new high. 2023 is now the year with the most 100-degree days on record. To beat the heat, over 30 cooling centers have opened up around the city, such as public libraries, senior centers, and community centers. Heat relief programs are in place to help senior citizens keep cool through the distribution of fans. And a cool pavement pilot program was recently launched to see if a water-based asphalt treatment can help cool neighborhoods. Despite the planning, heat-related illnesses have gone up.
We've now learned that we cannot wait. Our response needs to be immediate, whether they need it or not.
This is Michael Rodriguez, the Division Director for Emergency Preparedness and Response with STRAC. He tells me their team saw a number of heat-related emergencies at the start of the year.
It can be very devastating, and it can quickly change. It can go from a normal body temperature to 106, 107 degree body core temperature, which is can be very dangerous for you.
In those emergency situations, ice is transported to the scene to help cool down the body's temperature. It's called ice immersion.
150, you said right 150 now. 150.
We realized that we needed to be able to develop something very quickly. We've actually had the helicopters land at our office where we can easily load several ice chests full of ice, and then they will fly that to wherever we need to.
Rodriguez showed me around one of STRAC's hangars, located on San Antonio's west side. It's where medical resources are always on standby. Take a look inside this 18-wheeler, which was modified as a mobile medical unit. It's one of 4 that can be deployed anywhere around the state.
We never ever sit back and go, okay, we're done. Tomorrow's another day, and we have to be prepared.
Now, STRAC is constantly looking at their data and modifying their procedures. It's all in an effort to improve their response time. And this Beat the Heat guide from the city of San Antonio outlines what residents can do to stay cool and to stay safe. But what about other hot cities, like the city of Phoenix? Well, we went there to find out what they're doing.
Just because it's in the middle of town doesn't mean it's safe.
As hot as it's going to get every year is this time of year.
We've always been hot, but we've definitely seen the extreme of that this year.
It's a place where records aren't just being broken, but crushed. In July, the city of Phoenix saw the most 110-degree days on record. And since April, 133 heat-associated deaths have been reported, and 341 remain under investigation. Empty jugs of water are seen in the distance along this dry terrain, and within minutes, the heat could be felt and easily seen on my face. This is a local hiking trail near Camelback Mountain. On excessive heat days, trails like this will actually close for a certain amount of time during hot hours. It's just a little bit after 8 a.m. and we already have some hikers out here that have finished their morning hike, just trying to beat that heat, and many that we saw were saying, stay hydrated. Here at the corner of 9th Avenue and Jackson, a community of tents surrounds the Human Services campus. People do just about anything they can to cool down. It's also an area where heat-related illnesses have been reported.
This is where some of our largest population of those experiencing homelessness are, so we want to make sure that we bring the services to them.
Bottles of water, hats, and personal misters are just some of the items that are distributed to people who live in this vulnerable community. It's all part of the We're Cool program, which is just a facet within the Office of Heat Response and Mitigation. It's the first publicly funded office in the nation. Their goal is to lead the way in combating heat in urban areas.
I'll keep your water nice and cold, all right?
Yeah.
Michelle Litwin is the program manager for Heat Response.
The way I like to talk about our office is in twofold. The heat response side, which I lead up, which are our short-term strategies, boots on the ground initiatives, making sure that people are safe in a day-to-day. Hi, do you want a bag? Okay. Here you go.
Some of those initiatives include the water distribution, cooling buses, and cooling centers. Litwin says the office also looks at long-term strategies.
Built environment, planting trees, shade structures, the Cool Pavement Initiative. So just trying to be as collaborative and inclusive as possible.
All right, so we got here to this distribution a little bit after 10 this morning, and now it is just shortly after 1 p.m. We are heading out to a park now. It's the first cool corridor that was created in the city of Phoenix. It was created last year in an effort to make Phoenix a little bit more livable.
200 trees were planted last year near Cesar Chavez Park in hopes one day they will grow and provide shade to people in an area that is scorched with heat.
It's like it got worse. It gets worse every year. Last year it was bad. This year it's even worse.
Corey Miles has lived on the streets of Phoenix for several years. He tells me right now these resources are getting him by, but only day by day.
I would like to move into a better another state that's not so hot.
You're stuck here in Phoenix.
Yes, I am.
Although cities like Phoenix and San Antonio are addressing the heat concerns, for many, this summer will be remembered in infamy.
When do you think you'll finally start to feel a little bit of relief from the sun here?
When the sun go down. Yeah, when the sun go down.
Stephen Cavazos, KSAT 12 News.
Although the city of San Antonio does not have an office dedicated to heat, multiple agencies are working together. The San Antonio Office of Emergency Management, Metro Health, and CPS Energy, just some of the groups that collaborate to combat the heat and try to plan against future heat waves. You can read all about that and other heat resources right now on KSAT.com.
Keep up to date with all of San Antonio's top news, weather, and so much more by clicking the like and subscribe buttons below. And once again, thanks for watching KSAT.